And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to Walton. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Back to throw. Bryant. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This defense for the Vikings, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Bryant. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Walton. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll run on 1st down. It's Walton down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Bryant. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Three and a half to go, first quarter. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They're going for Jefferson downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for Minnesota. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mond. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Off play action. Bryant going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Bryant. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, Walton. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second down and 3. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bryant. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds and appears right at the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a carry for Walton. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Bryant. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw. Bryant. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Walton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Bryant. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Walton. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Bryant. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Handoff comes to Cook, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
And this will be a Vikings first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
To gain of 7, brings up 2nd and 3.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Cook. And he's got room. And he's taken down inside the 30. All runs
downs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. Being chased out left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kellen Mond as time expires in the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Vikings send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Off the play fake. Bryant. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on third down, Bryant. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On first down, it's Walton. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Off play action. Bryant. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, Bryant. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down, it's Walton. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd and 2, Bryant. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. The Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
111 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action here. Mon. Smith catches left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Off the play fake, Mon. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage. So,
and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And they're on the 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake, Bryant. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On 3rd down, Bryant. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run again with Walton. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run on first down. Walton finds a seam inside the 40. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Well, they had done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game, right? It gets trite for us. It gets trite for the fans. This is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific, but will it stand up if you start giving up big plays as we saw there?
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Minnesota. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give. This is Cook. Cook, a first down and more. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 157 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings on just 2 plays have taken the lead. After right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
On 1st down, it's Walton. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. To throw on 2nd down, Bryant. Throw left side complete. That's Walton. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
to throw. Bryant.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off at the 30. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Another run now for Nwangu. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mon now off of play action. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on second down. Bryant throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walton. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On first down, Bryant. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action. Bryant. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Mond's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
A throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Here's Mond. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep running.
They will gratefully accept the movement that makes their job that much easier. When they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.